little theme song.
Yeah.
I just like bop to it every time.
I know.
Hi, my name is Sophie.
And I'm Becca.
Marissa.
And I'm Danny.
Hey! She's not in Taco Bell form this week.
And I'm not a Pikachu either.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
everything's a win
Which
now.
one is your preferred one?
Is it bad that it's kind of a close call? I couldn't tell you for sure. Is that bad?
No.
No.
I drink the Taco Bell, so.
That's a metaphor.
Don't
a
do
meta-
that with me, please. Please don't do that to me.
No, that's a metaphor right there. I don't know why.
For what?
I don't
I
know.
was like, for what?
I don't know.
feel like
We
we
will
should-
unpack that next week. We won't do that now.
Or we could just not unpack it at all.
I mean,
We could leave
sided
it
with
in
Becca.
the suitcase and throw it out the window.
we could leave it in the back seat.
Oh! We'll throw that in the trunk. Yep.
In the trunk. We'll wrap it up like a black body bag.
This went very fast for this beginning. How are you guys doing? How have you guys been?
Good.
Good.
We missed you.
Good.
Yeah.
I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot.
I was stalking you on SnapMap, but you knew that.
I did know that. You made sure to tell me.
Yeah.
That you made sure to tell me.
You have great teeth.
Is it
Thank you.
considered stalking if like
I just noticed it,
I did
okay?
that with Becca last week. It's like, oh, Becca's eyes are so green.
Yeah. They're just
You
really
also-
2 years
straight.
of braces.
Brag about it.
What were you saying?
you mentioned teeth last week too?
Yeah, but that was because of your skull. This one's just teeth.
Forgot about the skull thing. Speaking of last week, though,
Fun.
Danny told me, and I looked it up too, and I am justified in the fact that I was right, and y'all were treating me like I was dumb, and I didn't know what I was talking about. We were talking about the vampire movie. It was Dark Shadows, and it was Johnny Depp.
Do I
Well,
look like
I knew Johnny
watched-
Depp.
But you made it seem like I didn't know what I was talking about. You don't know what the movie Dark Shadows is?
No, but when you said Johnny Depp, I was like, he played a vampire. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm justified.
I couldn't have helped you. I just watched Twilight for the first time like last semester.
Yeah.
And you won Twilight trivia that
I
night.
did. I did win.
That was great. I love that.
And you still don't use the you still don't use
I
the
haven't
thing.
used it yet.
No, you haven't.
Becca won a Twilight Edward lunchbox.
Fair and square.
From said trivia. But she's too chicken to use it, so she gave it to me.
Just because
Those are fighting
just
words.
because I was paying attention doesn't mean I enjoyed it. It's still Twilight.
Becca, where have you been, loco? I need to get a shirt. Speaking of shirts, first I need to get a shirt that has that embroidered for Becca.
No, I'm not wearing
yes.
it. I'm not wearing it.
But today we're matching.
Yeah.
We're matching.
Yeah.
We're wearing our Moonchild or Sunchild
Sunchild.
Yeah.
shirts that Sophie made.
So, yeah, I made them.
Yes.
I've got Moonchild on. Becca's got Sunchild.
Moonchild.
Sunchild. Marissa's special because she liked pink, so she got a pink one.
I'm the only pink one.
Nice.
It's fitting the orange and the pink kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Fun times. Fun times.
For some reason, I thought yours was green, and I don't know why.
I don't have any green ones. I just have pink and blue. But also speaking about next week, my mom has been indeed watching the podcast.
You've mentioned this.
Yeah. She thinks we're funny. That's all that matters.
That's good. That's good.
I love those comments. I like all of her comments.
Yeah, she, like last week for last episode, she left a comment that was like, "Can I pick you guys out a date from a dating app or something like that?"
I'm so interested in what your mom would choose for us.
That is a good point.
I don't know.
I've met your mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because we still need to actually like do that episode of like doing the dating apps and
Yeah.
stuff.
But she said that she would pick us dates out. I don't know how well that would go.
Those are our two dedicated fans.
So Danny's
Yeah.
gonna make the profiles, and your
And Mom
mom's
picks the
and your
dates.
mom's gonna pick the dates.
Have you ever been on a dating profile? We were thinking about that last week.
I have
No.
not. No.
Told you. I was like, we're
Yeah.
going to have more experience than that.
I mean, like I've had friends who've had accounts and I've looked at the with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've showed me through the app, but I've never personally had one.
Interesting. But since we're all finally here this week, let's talk about ourselves because that's exactly what we want to talk about. Is
Yeah.
about ourselves. Yeah.
Not egotistical at all.
Not at all.
No.
We are
No.
perfectly selfless.
Very down to earth personalities.
Definitely not robots with no social skills like Becca and I. I mean, wait, no.
What? Okay.
Wow.
No, that's
We'll
proof.
get to that.
That
did
is
get
solid
caught, I
proof.
did get caught charging once. That was a little awkward.
Huh?
I'm gonna give some context. You're like, it's gonna sound wrong. Okay, so for one of the workshops last semester, we were learning how to use the cameras and stuff, and my phone battery was low, so it was plugged into one of the computer towers, and then my phone was in my pocket. And Tyrell, I think it was Tyrell, was very confused. It's like, why is there wire just coming out of you?
Why is there
And
wires coming out of
I
you?
convinced the whole room I was a robot. It was a good day.
Sounds like that's what you wanted to accomplish.
It's a good work
It
day.
was unintentional, but what works.
Yeah.
She did a cartwheel.
What?
I did. That was a failed cartwheel.
We were doing baseball and like
It
we
was
were
a
walking to the
failed
field
cartwheel.
and I was like, Becca, do a cartwheel. And she's like, I don't know how. And I was like, Becca, do a cartwheel. And she did it. And she well, we thought she was going to land on her feet, but she landed on her butt and it was so loud. We were like, are you okay?
I did it. No, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was mentally prepared. I
just
knew
laid
how
on the
I knew how
ground.
that was going to go.
Wow.
But it was impressive.
I would try to show you how it happened, but
You're going to hit one of these cameras and we're all going to go down.
I was going to try to like use like my fingers to like show you, but like that's not how hands work. It's just
It's like those
not
those skateboards.
flexible.
The skateboards.
yeah.
The skateboards.
Yeah.
We should do.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys ever play with the Hot Wheels when you were younger?
Of course I played Hot Wheels. I have two brothers.
Well, I would expect you to play with Hot Wheels.
My dad had Hot Wheels
I
because
love
my dad's
them.
a giant kid pretty much.
Yeah, like I had at one point, it was like a revolutionary point in my life, but we had one of the Hot Wheel thingies that like you put to the top of the door, and it was like a little
yeah.
wee thing.
Yeah. I used to
hill.
watch like the Hot Wheels like movies and TV series and stuff.
They had
Every
that.
time I was
They had like a movie series of like 2 or 3 movies, maybe just 2. And then they also had a couple years later they had a TV show called Battle Force 5, which had some of the people had like one person from the movies, but like it was like a reboot, so it doesn't really count. I don't know why I liked it so much, but anyways.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I ever went to like a boy's birthday party, we got Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Nice.
One time I went to his birthday party and this guy, he got 3 sets of the same Hot Wheel toy.
Oh my gosh.
That's all we could think.
Maybe it turned out that was like a really rare edition of a Hot
Oh
Wheel.
yeah,
and
now
he
he's
made
just
some
rolling
bank
in
off of it.
cash.
That's what I would like.
I feel like not exactly, at least not for me for Hot Wheels. I think my brother had a handful, but what it was in our household growing up was the Bionicles.
Those 2.
Becca and I just linked on a
No
frequency.
idea what that
They're
is.
like Legos, but they're like figurines. So like you
Yeah.
build them together, and then they're like little action figure type
Okay.
things.
Did you ever watch
They
the
did the
shows?
movies.
Did you watch the movies or the shows? Or
I
anything?
watched the movies, not the shows.
Yeah. It was. Was there a show? Yeah, there was a show. There was a show, and then they rebooted it, and then they made all the voice actors weird sounding, and I was very angry. But yeah, those were cool too. I didn't understand them half the time. The movies and stuff didn't actually make sense to me. I just pretended like they did. I enjoyed them regardless.
I just know they hold a very special place in my brother's heart.
Yeah.
That's all.
I've never even heard of that.
No, me either.
I don't have any clue what that is.
We also grew up in Germany, so I don't know if that maybe had any impact on
I
that.
didn't
But
really have toys growing up. My mom is gonna hear me stand and she's like, you had toys growing up. she's gonna comment and watch. She will. I don't like past like being a toddler. I don't recall having a lot of toys. Like I had Webkins, but like, and I do remember Polly Pocket or not Polly Pocket, Little Pet Shop things. I had those.
I was like a religious collector of little pet shops.
They're cute.
I could
Yeah.
see that for you.
Yeah. I would think you would like those a lot too.
Never had them.
Really?
I thought they were so cute, and I always wanted them, but I wanted Bratz more. And it's
never
like,
had
you, like
Never
when my
had
mom or whatever is like, hey, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday? Choose. You can't have everything. So it's Barbie's, Bratz. I was like and stuffed animals. Anything like a doll.
Love stuffed animals.
Oh my God.
I have this picture. I have to find it. Maybe show it next week. But I have this picture of me, and I didn't have all my Webkins. I've gotten rid of some of them at that point. I was probably like 13. It was like this giant cardboard box, and I just put all the Webkins in this box, and I just sat in it. And I took a picture.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I was
It's
trying to
actually
find
really
it.
sweet.
Somewhere in my dad's like shed, there's like boxes upon boxes of stuffed animals. Not my Bratz though.
What was that brand of teddy bears? There was like a really iconic brand of teddy bears from like the late 90s.
I know what you're talking about.
Beanie Babies?
Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that as a teddy bear.
That was what they were called,
I-
and they were filled with like little plastic beads,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
But there was this whole conspiracy that they were filled with like spider eggs or something.
Oh,
Why?
I didn't
Why
like
would
that.
you ruin that?
I didn't like that.
The only Beanie Baby I really ever had was from like a McDonald's Happy Meal.
I never had Beanie Babies.
Okay, so just real quick, who all has had Polly Pockets at some point?
Me.
I don't think I did.
Okay, Marissa. Since you've had Polly
Is
Pockets.
there a TV show for that too?
No.
No.
Consensual
Did you?
no.
There might have been actually. I have no idea. I don't care about that. What I care about is, when you were a kid, did you ever like chew on the rubber gloves?
Oh, I chewed on everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Me and my sister had like one Polly Pocket set, and they were identical, and that was the extent of my Polly Pocket.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it was Polly Pocket. It was probably like the off-brand because I distinctly remember going to Dollar General, and it was specifically one Dollar General in a town that was like an hour away because it was like a bigger Dollar General, and that was like a thing to do. And I remember going to the toy section, and then there would be like little Disney princesses, like little tiny dolls with like the rubber clothes and like the shoes, but I don't know if they were Polly Pocket or not. But I loved
Driving an hour away to the bigger dollar store sounds like such an Illinois thing.
Says the girl that has only lived in Panama City, Florida her whole life.
Not true.
That's not true.
It's not true.
I was like, we just went over this.
We just went over
We did.
3 years in Biloxi, Mississippi.
That's even worse.
But then we get better.
We get better because then
You don't remember it though.
I do remember Aviano, Italy. Actually, I have very vivid memories. Yeah, I will. Actually. You trying to call me out for?
You're pretty well traveled.
Aviano's cool. That made me really happy.
Yeah.
That made me really happy.
Danny's probably the most traveled out of all
More
of us.
than likely, yes.
Not by choice.
Well, not
Not
my
by
choice,
choice.
either, here, friend.
But by trade.
I don't know if
not
that
by
worked.
choice.
well, trade isn't working. Like,
okay.
trade.
I guess. Like, working for the family. Like, I had no choice. No choice. But no, Europe was cool. I'd go back.
But I totally forgot. But since Danny's finally here today, after she abandoned us for 2 weeks,
No
she
pressure.
brought us gifts.
I did bring
So
you guys
we got
gifts.
little gifts. I got a little thing, a little tingy ting. It's a little,
Becca's is
like,
backwards.
post.
Nice, but yes, for the
I think it's on
reveal.
purpose.
The reveal. It was on purpose. So we can do a little drum roll,
Go ahead, Becca.
and then we turn it around, and it's rattlesnake eggs.
Rattlesnake cakes?
Eggs.
Eggs. Okay, aggressive.
I'm sorry. I haven't tried them yet, so I'm gonna. I mean, don't wait for me.
And
Talk-
mine.
Do it on air.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it
Hi.
right here, but like, don't leave like the radio silence while I'm trying to open these.
No.
Okay. Well, mine, is a death magnet with death, right? It's death.
Fitting.
Because I talk about death.
Fitting. Oh.
Oh my god.
Are they like weird flavored, or are they just that's the shtick?
Oh yeah, am I gonna die on air?
Hopefully
yeah.
not. I think they're just jelly beans.
An actual snake comes
Okay.
out. Infiltrates your body.
Yeah, I think they're just normal jelly beans. Actually, they're not like weird flavored jelly beans.
Okay.
You need some help, Becca?
No.
Ooh, the blue one. Ooh, what's your favorite jelly bean?
I don't like
I don't like jelly beans. Because
I
we
love
have
you,
class.
Oh
I love you.
my god. That's. I
Hi.
don't even know how to respond to that.
I don't like candy corn either.
Ew, I hate it. Oh.
I like candy corn. I'll take one.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, now I am scared. I'll take this pink one. There's like one blue one in there.
Wait, can I still try one?
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I
was
don't
gonna
like
say,
it.
The buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies, those ones are really good.
Why did I get a hot one? Why did I get a hot
Are
one?
they spicy?
What
No, they're
color
not
did you
spicy.
get?
Red.
Dark
Stop
red.
Your mouth open, Marissa.
Huh?
Your mouth open.
So? Got a problem?
Yeah.
We'll
you
deal with
hear?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys like the gifts. That makes me happy.
Oh, sorry.
It's good jelly beans. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a good one.
What'd you get?
I think it was like really sweet. It was pink, probably cotton candy.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah,
in a
I'm
movie
not into
theater. It's
jelly
like you're
beans.
trying to open something.
Okay. So I put it under the desk.
But yeah, fun stuff. Anyway,
It's gonna get stuck on my teeth.
talking about ourselves. Who wants to start? Do you want me to start?
Yeah, we can go this way.
Okay, we'll start with we're gonna go test by test because we did a couple tests. So we did the Myers-Briggs test, we did the Enneagram test, and then we also did the love languages test. Interesting results.
Right.
It will probably explain why the four of us in particular are doing a podcast together in its most basic form. Excuse me. But starting with the Myers-Briggs test, we got a little graphic, but I've known what my Myers-Briggs is for a very long time.
Yeah.
I've always tested as an INTJ, but I have occasionally tested as an INFJ. But for me to read them,
INTJ?
yeah, it's a top right.
Oh, it's the
corner.
one with the glare on it. Got it.
But INTJ, innovative, independent, strategic, logical, reserved, insightful, driven by their own original ideas to achieve improvements. And then INFJ, because I'm kind of go in between sometimes. Idealistic, organized, insightful, dependable, compassionate, gentle. Those ones kind of depend on the day, if I like you enough to do it. Seek harmony and cooperation. See, that's where I think where it stops. Enjoy intellectual simulation. And then Becca's, the reason that Becca and I are robots is because Becca's an INTP, which are INTJs and INTPs are basically the ones that people say are robots and have no social life.
Beep boop.
But Becca's INTP, intellectual, logical, precise, reserved, flexible, imaginative, original thinkers who enjoy speculation and creative problem solving. I think the way I've always understood judging types versus perceptive types, the J and the P, is perceptive types are a lot more like the flexible and like go with the flow, whereas judging types are a lot more like
Judging.
yes,
I'm sorry.
Marissa, got a problem? So in that sense, we're robots. That's it.
Anyway, so for the other two.
And INFP.
INFP.
I'm just announcing it because that's as far as I got.
INFP, sensitive, creative, idealistic, perspective, caring, and loyal. Value inner harmony. What are you doing, Becca?
I was told to move.
Oh, value inner harmony and personal growth. Focus on dreams and possibilities.
Yeah.
To a fault.
To a fault. And then Miss Danny over here. You lied to us.
I lied to you?
Well, you originally tested as an ENFJ or ENFJ.
I think so, right?
And then now you're a dirty S type.
Oh my
A
god. Okay.
dirty sensing type. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
I've evolved. It's my second form.
You just had to stand out, didn't you? You just couldn't be intuitive like us. No.
No, I think I've lost my intuition the longer I've hung out with you guys. Actually, I think it's a bold way to
We
put
stole
that.
it from you.
I think I think the
stole it.
longer because I tested around the time that I got to know you
Yeah.
guys, right? That was the first thing you had me do when you met me.
Yeah. Oh
was
my
just like, have you considered doing this? And I go, no. And she goes, well, then do it. And I go, great. So I think it has changed over the course of me knowing you guys
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like when I'm around friends, I'm more INFJ, like the more feeling. But for people otherwise, I'm like not as that. But you're ESFJ. Does that sound right? Because I couldn't remember if you were feeling or not. Okay. So ESFJ, which is on like the bottom of the graphic, completely away from the rest of us, because apparently you don't like us. Friendly, outgoing, reliable, conscientious, I cannot speak, organized, practical. Organized is definitely one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Seek to be helpful and please others, enjoy being active and productive.
I feel like that's you to like a T.
That's so fitting.
Thank you.
So fitting. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know these off the bat. To like, because when people are like, "What's your thing?" or M whatever, I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, or like when they, hello words. Oh my god.
I do words good.
When people are like, "Oh, you strike me as this," or "I'm this," I'm like, cool. I don't know what this means.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people I know that are closer friends of mine, in particular, are INFPs, like you, Marissa. I know a lot of INFPs.
See, the way you feel about personality type quizzes and stuff is how I feel about zodiac signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, because I said this once. Like, I remember when everyone was like, I was one of those people, really into like zodiacs and like, oh, you strike me as this zodiac sign or this or whatever. And I wouldn't like do that to people, but I was into like I read books about it and stuff. And it's like, this has replaced that.
See, I never really got into zodiac stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Because, I mean, the difference I feel like is like with zodiacs, you're not testing yourself on yourself. It's just how you were born. Whereas personality kind of gives you an idea of like how you'd answer certain questions. So I think it's a little different. But
Yeah, I mean, this one is probably a little more specific. The
Yeah.
other one's a broader, you know.
yeah, and even like getting into like the whole like rising signs and like sun and moon signs, I'm like, I cannot comprehend. My brain doesn't want to comprehend.
Yeah.
But
The only way I can know any of that is because of the Snapchat feature that like tells you.
yeah, like,
Like,
oh,
that's
you're
the only-
compatible with this.
Like that is fascinating. I would not have known that otherwise.
But moving on to the Enneagram. Did you guys know about the Enneagram test?
Yep.
I did not know
No.
that.
I got like a test. I did the test like with my
I
therapist.
remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like not a lot of people, but some people don't know it as much. I didn't know about it until recently.
It is.
So.
It is a little more niche.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was, he used to be really into, like, these kind of tests. And so I took it a few years ago. And then I just took it again for this.
Yeah. And you said yours changed from last time? Or did
I
it?
mean, like, not really. It's basically the same results, but, like, some are, like the wing 3 or whatever, it used to be a lot lower, and now it's a lot higher.
So, I can't remember if I made a joke about it, but Marissa and Becca are very similar.
You did make a joke about
Okay,
this
I
like
couldn't-
last episode.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was on the show or not.
It was
Because we
on the
talk
show.
over each other a lot.
Yes, that's true. Okay. But Becca and Marissa are 4 wing 5s. So if you are type 4 wing 5, you are more introverted, isolated, and less ambitious than the 4 wing 3.
So,
You have more intellectual depth and originality. That's a good compliment. You are remarkably creative, unusual, mysterious, and produce stunning original works. You are less concerned with what others think. When you are struggling, your emotional and intellectual world takes over and becomes your reality. You struggle to accomplish and can withdraw and become fiercely independent.
Just
I don't know about y'all, that sounds awesome to me.
That's amazing.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Becca?
Just lay out my whole life, why don't you? You know?
I mean, I could have been more harsh and added some stuff in where we would have talked about your weaknesses, but I'm not going to be that cruel.
I do greatly appreciate that you didn't do that.
You did bring it
Just
up.
so you know.
Bring it up.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I actually like, and I know you're about to read the other ones, but just for this, I feel like, I don't know, because the MBTI thing, it's pretty specific, and I can relate to it, but like, I find this one a lot more like pinpointy.
Yeah.
It pinpoint me a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because one thing when I was learning about the Enneagram was so you have your type. So like you can be 1 through 9, and then your wing has to be the number next to whatever you are. So if you're a 9, you can be a wing 8 or a wing 1 because it circles back, but it has to be like a number like right next to it. But there's also the scale of like healthy wings or healthy
Yeah.
types to unhealthy, and that can like mess with it. And I think it's really interesting just to like see.
Yeah.
But moving on, so mine.
Oh God, that
mine.
laugh.
Okay, so I'm an 8 wing 7. I think I mentioned this, but I took this test the first time sitting in front of a waterfall in Iceland.
Nice.
Nice. Do you want us to read it since it's yours?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. If you are a type 8 wing 7, you are very confident, aggressive, and much more direct, intense, and demanding than the 8 wing 9. You treat everyone the same at home and at work and insist on others being direct, quick, and assertive. You have a lot of energy, tenacity, perseverance, and confidence. When you are struggling, you can focus more on gaining power and control. You can be impatient, demanding, impulsive, and lack compassion for how others feel.
Wow.
I called out my weaknesses. in
That's
this.
intense.
Sorry.
Ironically, and maybe this is a good sign or a bad sign, I'm not sure. 8 wing 7s, Barack Obama and Donald Trump.
Whoa.
That's
Hi.
Interesting.
So
No, that's
as a-
funny that both of those presidents are the same.
Well, that goes with the healthy and unhealthy. Healthy and unhealthy. So Barack Obama is considered more healthy 8 wing 7. Donald Trump is more of an unhealthy 8 wing 7.
Interesting.
So I laughed very hard, and also it goes into more of like financial stuff. With 8 wing 7s are very like particular about like finance and money and all that, which is also very fitting.
I feel like that fit you pretty well. Is that like, because you are assertive and like,
You're also extremely direct, I would say.
yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna beat around the bush.
yeah.
Like,
But like some people, like I feel like can take that the wrong way, but it's like, wouldn't you rather be told the truth?
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't mean to come off harsh if I do. It's just like, I'm just trying to be direct, man.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to communicate.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. That's admirable. And now Danny.
And now, Danny.
I don't remember what mine was.
You are a 6-wing 7. So we have the same wing.
Got
So,
it.
the 6-wing 7, I think we should have a graphic, but I'm not sure. But I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
So a 6-wing 7.
I need glasses.
Do you want to read it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If you are a type 6 wing 7, you are extroverted, supportive, witty, friendly, and likable. You pay attention to the reactions of others to know where you stand with them. You try to find enjoyment in life, even with anxiety in the background. You seek out lots of friends and mentors who will provide you with security, support, and guidance. When you are struggling, you can be overly anxious, hardworking, and yet procrastinate out of fear. You can be more reactive than the 6 wing 5 when experiencing anxiety and pressure to make a decision quickly. How are you feeling after that?
That one's really
That's
accurate.
really pinpointed you, huh?
I am feeling attacked and called out, and want to just plug thank you, Dr. G, for everything, because I think that was very fitting. I think it's fair. I think it definitely captured it in the best and worst way. I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
at peace with it.
I'm fine.
That's what I always think about you is that like for that I don't know analysis is that you are very like observant and like you're very I don't know how to like say it, careful and considerate of how other people feel or what they're going through or like anything like that, and it makes you really easy to talk to.
That's probably the comment I think I've received most, because I've moved around a fair amount, but I think more often I'm told out of two things: I'm easy to talk to, and that I seem like somebody they've known before. And I think I would just say, wow. I think I would have to attribute that to like being able to like adapt to whatever circumstance I'm in. Is like I make myself kind of a mirror, so it's I will reflect back what they project to me, and it's easier to talk to people that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think it's like with the overlap too with the wing, us both being wing 7s is like I don't know how like the words to describe it, but like the dedicatedness, I guess.
The work ethic?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
hard work is that kind of where that overlaps a lot.
Yeah, because you two have similar work ethics. Like you come in when you're not even like on the clock and work, and you do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I go home.
Yeah.
I go home to my cat. So
That sounds so nice.
I really want a
sounds so
cat,
nice.
y'all.
dude, get a
I
cat.
can't get a cat.
Do they not allow it?
No.
But other people, do they have service animals? Okay. Well, apply for a service cat.
We may be potentially looking to rehome my cat. So
You have a cat?
You have a cat?
yeah, I have a cat.
You never talked about this cat.
Yes,
And I'm offended.
I
Wait,
have a cat.
in Boston?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's why I'm like, you have birds.
I thought you meant the house with the birds, and I was like,
Yeah.
No, so to explain, I do have a cat. Her name is Annabelle Christina.
I love that.
Quick little recap on her. My dad brought her into the house one night when it was hailing. He found her underneath the truck. She was maybe like the size of your hands. And she brought her in, and this is going to make you go, aw. My mom told him, no, we have so many dogs. We don't need a cat. Don't bring that cat into the house. If the kids see it, we're never going to get rid of it. We still have it. I'll say that much. We still have that cat. But she goes, please don't let the kids see it. Don't let them see it. And he goes, no, it's fine. I'll put it in the garage for the night. It'll be okay. I just don't want to put it outside. And my sister heard it meowing, went to the garage and found it and goes, it's like the cat from Sailor Moon. Can we keep it? And the cat is still in the family today. That cat has outlived all of our dogs. Like, she is still
Period.
hanging around. We can't get rid of her.
is she black?
All white with a pink tongue and pink ears.
Oh, so
blue
the
eyes.
other.
Oh.
The other.
I don't know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that is so
Can't get rid of her.
sweet.
Artemis?
Sorry for the all I just left out. That was
Is
loud.
it Artemis? Is that the one with the white cat?
I believe so. Luna and yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
As a matter of fact, if I can I plug in like a small little story time here?
Yeah.
Yes.
My dad, when he moved recently last year from Texas to Massachusetts. He's from Massachusetts originally, and he had planned to bring the cat with him. And he was like, oh, well, like I can get some medication for the cat, but it's asleep, it'll be okay. She was not having it. As a matter of fact, she's never been kenneled, so he couldn't get her in a kennel. And he was like, well, she knows the neighborhood, the neighbors love her, they leave food out for her, we'll leave her here. It'll be okay, the neighbors will keep an eye on her. The pound managed to pick her up. They know that she's chipped. And for a short time last year, there was a warrant out for my dad's arrest for the cat because it was considered animal abandonment.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
He tried to get rid of the cat. That cat's hanging on real tight. My sister had to go pick it up.
That's
The cat's
fate.
fine, but the cat is now back in Boston with him, whether he wants it or not.
I love that.
She's great. She owns the basement. She owns the entire basement, 3 rooms.
Nice.
How do you register a pet as a service?
Oh, I have no idea.
Probably try
have to
getting it as
doctor's
an
note.
emotional.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think you have to have a doctor's note at least.
So yeah, potentially, if you want a cat that bad, we might be able to find an arrangement for you.
I'm sure there's lots of cats that I could get my hands on.
Frog.
It's an interesting way
Frank.
of phrasing it.
I miss Frank.
I know.
Frank's my cat.
Oh.
My mom's gonna be like, yeah, you're a cat. If it's your cat, you're taking care of it. I know. My mom's in the back of my head today. I know she's watching.
Chunky.
He's so chunky.
Oh my god.
I love Frank.
I know.
I have to bring a picture.
His
of
actual
Frank.
name's Frank. By the way.
We should all bring pictures of our pets. We should do that for a show.
Why would you entice me like that? I literally only live for my cat.
Yes, Becca. You have lots of pets, Becca.
Birds.
What, Becca?
Do you remember episode 1?
Yeah.
Well, you still have others.
Her dog. The one that got sent from Chewy.com. The birthday card.
Oh, that's right. No, that's right. That's right. I remember that.
That would be the only animal I'd want to bring. So.
Oh. You can a picture.
Well, that's what I mean.
talk about
That's
it.
what I mean.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we can still do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll bring a picture.
So love language?
Yeah, love language.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's moving on.
We, yet again, why we all get along, we're all the same except Marissa.
Hey.
All of us. So we both, I don't know, my first one is quality time and then physical touch. But when it comes to physical touch, I do not like hugs unless it's very particular people. Do not come and try to hug me. That's nothing, no offense. Becca, I don't care if you hug me, but you have a microphone on. If I don't know you, don't hug me. Doesn't mean I don't like you, but there's only particular people that I will hug and cuddle with.
Aww.
I accidentally hit my mic. I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say, you're also making a lot of eye contact with me. Will you
What?
stop?
we walk around with we link arms all the time.
Well, yeah, but you were like, yeah, but also cuddle with. I
Well,
made a
we
lot
cuddle?
of eye contact. We do not.
What do you mean?
Me crashing on your couch is not cuddling.
Okay, you were resting on my calf.
Because you're too long. Fine.
Remember when me and Becca tried to hug you and I punched her in the eye by accident?
That was like
You
yesterday.
tried to
that was yesterday.
try to carve my eye out.
I did. Well, I hugged one side of Sophie's hip, and she hugged the other, and I thought there was an opening for me to put my hand, and there wasn't, and I just went bam in her. I scooped it.
Oh. Not good.
yesterday.
My eye's fine, by the way. I don't know.
Very
I
green.
didn't. I don't know. It just threw me off.
Oh.
It just threw me off. I thought my immediate reaction was, oh, somebody just made a joke at my expense. But no, you didn't. You didn't.
No,
It was
I
just
was
my initial.
complimenting you.
You were, and I appreciate that. I'm sorry that my initial reaction was being defensive. Anyways,
So
I don't know where I was going.
all of you are the same quality time then physical touch?
Well, my first one's quality time. Becca, which one's your first one?
I'm
Is it-
checking.
I
Yeah,
think it's-
mine's quality
okay.
time.
That's what I thought.
Yours is physical touch first.
I put it first on accident on the document. It's
Oh,
it's
can
my
I see
first
your
one.
phone for mine? 'Cause
Yes.
I remember.
Well, it's up there. But
Oh, is it?
there's so many things we're learning today.
Acts of service and quality time.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine is my first one's acts of service, which I kind of knew because I like when people do things for me because who wants to move?
Yeah.
can-
I can see
Okay.
that.
You want to do my homework, bring me food, go grocery shopping? Let's go. And then quality time. And like my kind of quality time is like I'm not like really into going out too much. Like
Same.
if we can be in the same like house
And just
and not
vibe.
talk and just vibe, that's good with me. But not my last one, but towards the end, which I knew it was going to be, is physical touch. Don't touch me. Get away.
But you like when I hug. You like
Well,
when
and
I
like
hug.
you said, it's certain people.
Yeah.
But like, I like certain people. Like you guys can hug me. I don't cuddle.
Yeah.
I don't like. That's where I differ from you. I don't want cuddling. I don't want any of that. You stay on your side of the couch. The only person I will let cuddle me
It's your mom.
is my mom. She can cuddle me. She can kiss me. She can do anything. I love my mom.
See, my mom hates cuddling.
Oh,
But I insist every time.
I used to. Well, I guess I've always kind of been like a cuddle bug.
Yeah.
I slept in my mom's bed until I was 5.
I slept in my mom's bed until I was probably like 8, because
Bro.
like my dad worked midnights, so like he wasn't home at night, so I would just sleep in her bed.
I literally kicked, because we had a smaller house before this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You have a small house now.
I know. But I kicked my dad out of the bed. For 5 years, he slept in the living room on a mattress.
Wow.
And I slept with my mom in the bed.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I knew I was, don't touch me.
Okay. Noted. Which one's your first, Danny? Is it
Physical touch.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And it was a fairly high score in physical touch.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was like within like 37, 38%.
Yeah, Danny will just come up to me and do this. She'll just like come up and like
Just
like,
physical touch. And then
do
my
that.
secondary was quality time.
So at least quality time, something we all have in common.
Yeah, we all
Yes.
share that, which is fitting.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
we have a podcast together.
Yeah, I just think it's nice to be able to be comfortable with someone enough to just exist in the same space with them and not
Yeah.
feeling like you have to interact the
Right.
entire time.
Yeah.
Like having those kinds of people you can be around is always nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So for that is kind of what quality time means for me. It's somebody you can be comfortable with even if you're not actually interacting.
Right.
And also just somebody you're okay with being weird with.
Yeah.
Also.
And it can be exhausting to have to try to keep putting on, and, you know, you can't, like, you feel like you have to talk,
Yeah.
which is exhausting.
Which I remember, this is not directly related to my two love languages, but like I remember like when I was taking the quiz and stuff, and a lot of them were like, I knew in my head, oh, these were in regards to like words of affirmation and stuff. I remember like saying a no to a lot of them just because I don't know, like the words of affirmation have always been kind of iffy with me, because my paranoia is just kind of like, do you really mean that, or are you just saying it, kind of thing.
See, mine, I know when I first took the test, mine first or second one was definitely quality time was one, and then words of affirmation was the other. But now that I actually get words of affirmation, I don't know how to respond, and I don't know, like, just like spaz out like a robot and just like electrocute myself. I'm like, what's happening?
You know, a
Like-
lot of those questions, I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, sorry. Like I don't know, like on like surface level, words of affirmation sound nice and stuff, but I've just had a history of like people not meaning them,
Yeah.
and so it's like I can't really take it at face value. So
During that test, a lot of the questions, they were the same question, but just worded differently.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, when it was taking it, the reason I wasn't surprised with like acts of service, because a lot of the questions were like if it's a long day and you've had a bad day and whoever goes out and buys something for you or makes you dinner or whatever, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna get acts of service by the end of this, because that's all I want in this world. I'm like, make me food, rub my head.
See, and like weirdly enough, I think acts of service was my lowest. So to hear that be your strongest was like,
I think
for me it's a little
gifts.
strange.
The gifts is my lowest.
Mine was acts of service, but I'm known for being someone that like, if I want to do something, I'll do it myself. I'm
lazy.
really bad at asking somebody to do something
Yeah.
for me. If I ever get to a point where I've honestly and earnestly asked you to do something for me, it's because it really means something to me. Like,
Yeah.
but outside of that, I tend to be really like self-involved. I don't really extend that reach very much.
See, I just want to lay in my bed with 20 pillows and have things brought to me.
That's my mom, honestly.
Like a
my mom,
goddess.
I think my mom's highest are probably acts of service and gifts, because she loves going out to eat in the same way you do.
Oh, I love it.
Because you get like treated on and waited on and all that.
But you know, I thought gifts or physical touch was going to be last, but it was gifts.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I get that because, like, I mean, I like receiving gifts, but I think I like giving gifts more than I like receiving.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I like giving gifts because I put a lot of thought into giving gifts.
Yeah.
At least I like to think I do, but I don't like getting gifts because I don't know how to respond. Same thing with words of affirmation.
See, the thing is, like, me getting gifts is like, maybe this is acts of service too. Is like I'll text my mom like I have a bad day, and she shows up with a milkshake.
Oh,
That's what I want.
That's so sweet.
I want chocolate.
but yeah, that's a little bit about us and all that kind of fun stuff. But we're gonna move on to our backseat directions.
Yay.
Hey. Another future me, because this is all I'm relying on right now. If there's any other suggestions of websites we can look at and get some tea from.
Mine's just Reddit.
Yeah, so many people do Reddit though.
I know.
There's a lot of people that do like Am I the Asshole, like Reddit.
God, I love those.
Could we do like one episode of it?
We could do like
Yeah.
one episode entirely.
Because I love putting my opinion on there.
Okay, so we have one. This one time traveled is what they put it as. Almost 10 years from February 11th, 2011 to February 11th, 2021. So a year ago. I think we might have it up. But this one has an epilogue to it.
Ooh.
So there's like the one that was sent originally, and then it also has an epilogue. So it says, "Dear future me, this day was the day we graduated. How's life treating you? Did our dreams of working on the video game industry come through?" The spelling's kind of weird. "Or are you unhappy with your job? Remember to quit smoking and to be the best dad possible."
Aww.
That's so sweet.
I didn't read that part.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
And so the epilogue, "Hey, past me. Couldn't bring myself to reply earlier because our biggest fear turned out to be true. Could not be more unhappy at my boring job, and it was nothing to do with video games. However, on this day, I finally got an offer from a big game company, and probably the last time I was this happy was when I married your girlfriend 5 years ago. Still not a dad yet, though. Still not yet a dad, though, but working on it."
Aww.
That's cute.
That's so funny. Like when I married your girlfriend 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So your wife.
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
That's so sweet. I see that from the wording in the first thing. I thought he was already a dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I understood it too.
Yeah, there was some spelling little things in there.
But he
I
looks
feel
back and he's like,
just 2011 spelling.
yeah.
It's just weird. Like the XD. I've been using that unironically recently. Like the X and then the D for the face.
But like that's so sweet. It's. I thought about writing future me's too,
I wrote a couple.
but like I don't. It's the same thing when he was like, "Hey, our like biggest nightmare came true. We work at a boring company." It's like I don't want to look back and see that I didn't do what I wanted to do.
But he did get an offer.
He did,
Yeah.
Things
which
are
is why I'm living with no aspiration.
But I think that's kind of nice though, no, isn't it? Like there really is no deadline to like when things can turn around for
Yeah.
you. It doesn't have to happen 11 years ago. You know what I mean? It can still happen 11 years past that date. It's like that's kind of nice, I think.
So he's probably like he just graduated college, so in his 30s,
Probably, yeah.
early 30s. Oh, he has plenty of time to be a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like people rush for that kind of stuff, and it's so weird. Like, so many
Bro.
people, like, feel like they have to have children in their 20s, like, if they want children, because I feel like there's so many people that know that they want kids, which is such a strange concept to me. But, I mean, like, in Korea, for example, because that's the only example I can think of the top of my head, a lot of times people get married in their 30s, and they'll have kids in their 30s,
Yeah.
and not their 20s.
Well, I think it's like, I'm sorry.
I think the main reason for the rush is because that they are told, hey, you need to have them as soon as possible because you're not going to have the energy to later, is what they're told, pretty
You
much.
need to settle down.
That too.
You go ahead. Sorry, you had a
Oh,
thought.
sorry. But like in Korea, it's very much of like your 20s, you should enjoy that. But then once you hit 30, you find a wife, find a husband, you know.
Be like, get it, like
Settle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and like this is funny. We actually had this conversation in my household last night. My mom's husband had made the comment. He goes, "Never have kids in your 30s, because then you won't enjoy your 30s." Something like that. And it was the idea that like when you have kids younger, there's a higher chance that you'll probably see your grandkids later down the line. And so it's not the idea that like, oh, forget about your kids, like your grandkids, right? And so that was something that he talked about last night and was. So it's an interesting
have
to
them
see it come
earlier?
back. Have them earlier.
Oh.
And then that way you enjoy your 30s, your kids are still growing, but then by the time you hit your 40s, there's already maybe a chance that you may see your grandkids. And as you go into your 50s and 60s, there's a definite chance that you'll see your grandkids and enjoy the time with them. That's the basis that they provided.
That is because like I've never been the type of person who like I think I want kids one day, but like I have like 5 or 6 friends who have babies, and I love the babies; they're great. But I'm like, I can't imagine that. I'm 25, and I'm like, I can't imagine that at all.
I know. It's
But
insane.
like you said, like I know people who, since they were teenagers, they've just, and there's nothing wrong with this, but their dream is to be a parent. But that's such a foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, but your life is gonna be about that kid.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because we have older parents.
Yeah.
So, because I kind of want to piggyback off of the having them earlier. Like, how old was your mom when you?
My mom was 38.
See,
She was 38.
my mom was like 32.
My dad was 50.
Boom.
Yeah.
My grandma was like 27 when she had my dad, and then like my parents were in like 23, 22 when they had me.
My mom had me at 27 also. That was the last one coming.
You know, I didn't know we were going to really talk about this, but I was thinking this morning, I had a friend and she had her kid at 20. And I'm like, when she's 30, that kid's going to be 10. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
What? Because when I was 10, my mom was 42.
Yeah.
That just seems like there's a mental block there.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And that's we were talking about like before the show, I think, with like millennials and Gen Z stuff. Like I feel sort of more, I don't feel more millennial, but the fact that I was raised by boomer parents and have millennial siblings is like, I am kind of on like both sides of the generations.
I never thought about that with you. Like, because I know the boomer parents, but like, yeah, all your siblings are like considerably older than you. It's interesting.
But in honor of this being our first full hosted episode, we're gonna go on to our backseat song of the week. This one's dedicated to Marissa.
Oh.
Because
Nice.
you know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah, replay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher the name.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna say it because I always forget how to say his name.
Ayaz?
I've always thought it was Iaz.
I was gonna say yes.
I have no clue. I've never pronounced his name. I've just typed it in.
Shawty's like a
Melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck in replay.
You know,
I remember first time we met, you was out in the mall with your friends. I was scared to get closer, but then you get closer, hoping you'd give me a chance. Oh man, I want to go to karaoke.
We should do a karaoke episode.
We
We
should,
should.
because I can sing that whole song.
Yeah.
I
Darius,
distinctly
like, so
remember.
surprised.
I distinctly remember being like 7 and singing nothing but that in my bedroom. It was also the first song I ever had on my phone because I Bluetooth downloaded off of some girl at church. That's how I remember that song.
Wow.
My first song.
A lot of
To
meaning.
my host, and she was running through my mind all day. I was singing while you were talking. I'm sorry.
No, enjoy it.
I remember singing this in like 6th grade at the bus stop, and like everyone was like, "Oh my god, she knows all the lyrics." I'm like, "Huh, try me."
Yeah. Are you new here? Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be tough in them streets.
But yeah, fun times. We have a full series ahead of us.
Yep.
All of us. I can't say that. I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh.
I'm going to a concert. So I'm not going to be in next week's episode. But I've been Sophie.
Still am Becca.
It's Marissa.
And I will be Danny.
And we have an Instagram at The Backseat Crew and TikTok at the.backseat.crew. I'm getting faster at it.
Ooh.
I stumbled over myself at first. But the crew, or the Backseat Crew, comes out every Mondays, 12 p.m. We have radio shows. We have a schedule. Well, we will have a schedule on our Instagram of when all those come out.
And your radio show is?
The Backseat Dogs.
Becca's Party Hour.
Every week. Every week. Okay.
The Y2K Wave comes on every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 12 to 1. Plug your times, guys.
Wow.
Full plug. The Gray, 2 to 4, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Hey. And we are the Backseat Crew.
Yep.
Dame
Dame
bois.
bois. I was like, is she gonna do it? I'll do it.
Bye.
Dame